If you want to learn how I scaled my business from nothing to over 6 figures, watch to the end of this video. So to basically sum up my story, my name is Carter Esquivel, and I scaled my YouTube automation business from basically nothing to over 6 figures within a year. And in this video, I'm basically going to be explaining how I did it, how you yourself could do it, and I'm literally going to break down the entire process. I'm going to get on my laptop, I'm going to show you exactly how I would do it. I'm going to get on specific sites, I'm going to show you how you can start with zero, and then how once you're making money, you can scale that, start outsourcing your team and everything like that. And basically by the end of this video, you'll have a business model that can take you from being dead broke to over $100,000 within the first year. Obviously it's not guaranteed, but if you follow this method down to the T, you have a pretty good chance of making some decent money. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. So basically to get out of the way, I'm gonna show you how I did it, then I'm gonna show you how you yourself can do it, because obviously you probably don't really care how I did it that much, you wanna know how you can do it yourself. So to prove it to you, this is literally a picture of my bank balance from over a year ago. It wasn't zero, but it was pretty close to zero. It was literally not even $300. And now a year later, I have the gold plaque, I have 6 silver plaques. Each one of those represents a digital asset that I actually have, each channel making me 4 to 5 figures a month. And let's just explain how I actually got started. So basically I discovered the business model of YouTube automation a little over a year ago. I say a year ago, but honestly it's probably more about a year and a half. Towards the end of 2021, I really got involved in YouTube automation. I loved the idea of being able to run YouTube channels and not having to make the content for them. So I launched my first 2 YouTube automation channels. So to start off my journey, I actually started making my own content myself. That was before ChatGPT and so many AI bots like that. So I had to invest hours of my time into each video that was being posted on the channel. I would just basically write up scripts off the top of my head in Google Docs that were so bad. Then I'd do voiceovers on my Yeti mic, which at the time was a very expensive purchase. Then I would edit it all together on a free app I found called Videoleap. Then I'd literally make my thumbnails on an app called Pixar. Everything I was using was free because I was completely broke. But as I've said before, consistency is key, and I basically did that for a few months straight till I got to the point where one of my videos finally hit 100,000 views. It hit the algorithm, and I made my first few $1,000s a month from this business. When that finally happened, I knew there was so much money that could be made through this business, and I decided to go all in. I began to start a bunch more YouTube channels, all in different niches, but basically the same concept. I began to start outsourcing the content because I knew with that first $3,000 a month check, I could either do 2 things. I could go spend all that money on clothes, shoes, or whatever, or I could reinvest it into my business, and that's exactly what I did, and I'm so glad that I did. So now we're at around 2022. I have around 5 automated YouTube channels that I'm running. At this point in time, I'm making around $5,000 a month. I continue to do that throughout the year. Made my first $10,000 month in July of 2022. I had my first $10,000 month July of 2022 at 15 years old, which just sounds crazy to even say. Most people don't believe me when I say that, but I've literally showed proof of it in previous videos. And then eventually something insane came out called ChatGPT. I'm assuming every single person watching this video knows what it is. I realized the potential with ChatGPT that instead of outsourcing the script writing of my videos and coming up with video ideas, I could literally use that to start so many more channels. And that's exactly what I did. I started more and more channels to basically, I was at the point where I had an entire network of channels. Everything was either being automated by other people or some sort of AI bot. And if I wanted to, I could only have to do a few hours of work a week. Now we transition to 2023, and I'm still doing basically the same thing. I received this plaque right here in March. But now, enough of me. You guys are tired of hearing how I did it. Now I'm gonna show you exactly how, if I was starting over again, how I would avoid so many mistakes that I did, and exactly the tools you can use right now to start in 2023. So as I've explained before, there are 4 parts that go into a YouTube automation video. Before I get into any of that, you have to first choose the niche of your channel. There are so many niches out there like sports, movie recaps, celebrity drama, and things like that, but a lot of those niches are very saturated. I've actually made a full video of talking about the right niche to do on YouTube, so if you want to check that out, go check it out right now. And then once you have your niche picked, come back to this video. So there are 4 separate things that you guys need to have down to make a YouTube automation video, and that is the script, the voiceover, the video editing, and the thumbnail. Now I'm going to show you 4 free tools that you guys can use right now to be able to start with $0, and eventually these tools will make it so you guys can scale it to the point where you can start outsourcing and make it more professional. Let's just dive in. So the first tool that we're going to be taking a look at right here is ChatGPT. Now I'm assuming you know what ChatGPT is. It's basically this AI software where you can tell it to do anything, and it will basically write essays for you, and so many more things like that. I know a lot of people use it to like write school essays and stuff, but I'm going to be using this video to show you how you can write your YouTube script. So for example, let's say you're making a finance video, and let's say your video prompt is the 5 best investing tips Warren Buffett has gave. So I would tell ChatGPT to write me a video script on the top 5 best investing tips that Warren Buffett has given. I know that's probably not grammatically correct, that sentence right there, but as you can see right here, it's basically writing me the entire script right here. And it's literally just like that. It's gonna write me the entire script. And basically what you do right here, obviously I would more modify it down to the point where it doesn't show like hosts and stuff for this next step right here. This is more for if you're hiring a voiceover artist, it'd be more helpful for them. But obviously I'm gonna cut that stuff out right here, and I'm just basically gonna take this text right here, and it literally tells you what to actually do right here for even the background footage. And it even tells you how to structure the video as well. So I'm just gonna take this entire piece of text right here. We're gonna take it, we're gonna copy it, and then next what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually sign up for this software right here called 11 Labs. And this software is literally $1 for the first month. Now, as you can see right here, if we actually just take that piece of text right there, this is just using the free version right here.
Opening shot. A visually appealing background with a backdrop of financial charts.
Obviously,
Warren
that's
Buffett's famous quote, "Rule no 1, never lose money. Rule no 2.
Obviously that's like a really robotic type voice, and it's reading like the stage directions basically. But as you can see right there, if you just sign up for this basic software right here, you can copy and paste the entire script into there and download the file, and you'll have the entire audio file for your entire video, besides getting free music and stuff. But you can literally do that through YouTube Studio. I don't even need to show that right now. And then once you have that done right here, what I recommend you doing is going to CapCut.com and signing up for free, or you can just go on your phone and download the app, or it's even on Macs or possibly even PCs. I haven't even tried that yet because I mostly do all my work from my Mac. But basically you just download the app through here, or just click sign up for free. And this is a free video editing software that you can literally edit your entire YouTube automation video. You can import the audio. You can find tons of stock footage for free online on websites like Pixelbay right here. There's so many different options for fonts, captions, and things like that on CapCut. And like I said before, it's completely free. So now you have the first 3 steps down. And now the final step is basically your YouTube thumbnail. So there are 2 different ways I actually recommend that you get your thumbnails made for completely free. The first way is through Adobe Photoshop. Now you're probably thinking that's literally $500 a month. Why would I possibly want to do that? But what a lot of people don't realize is that if you're a student in a public or private high school or in college, there's a good chunk of schools out there that actually let you have access to all of the Adobe softwares for absolutely free. So all I recommend you doing is just check up if your school is one of those schools. That was actually how I was able to get a few $1,000s worth of software for completely free to start. But if you can't do that, if your school isn't one of those schools, then you can go to a basic website like Canva right here, and it literally says create an irresistible thumbnail for your YouTube video, and you can just click on that, sign up, and start designing your YouTube thumbnail right there. There are so many free templates that you can use, and you can also sign up for Canva. It's fairly cheap. Even the premium versions of these softwares for under $50 a month combined. Some people spend way more than that a month on coffee alone. And trust me, this is a way better investment. So now that you got all those details down, now you're probably wondering specifically how much you upload and everything like that. So basically what I recommend that you do is stick to a schedule. I typically like to upload 3 videos a week. Usually do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, because that makes it evenly spaced out. And then I typically do that for a month before reevaluating your channel. A lot of people post a video and see their first video flops and then basically just give up because they're like, I spent all that work editing that video and it's literally at 10 views. So many people get discouraged by that. What I actually recommend you doing is spending the entire month uploading videos on that channel. Do not pay attention to the view count, because to be honest, in this day and age, it's pretty competitive on YouTube. A lot of people give up fairly fast, and a lot of people tend to give up fast. So that's why if you stay consistent with it, in about a month or so, you should start to see results on your channel. If you don't, that means it's time to reevaluate either your content or your niche. But never do I recommend to completely quit YouTube. Always change the plan, but never the end goal. If your goal is to make $10,000 a month and you don't make it the first month, because there's basically no business model out there where you can go from absolutely nothing to $10,000 a month in the first month, guaranteed. If you stay consistent, trust me, it will be worth it. And that is how I scaled my business from nothing to over $100,000 in the first year, and how you can do it for yourself. If you made it to the end of this video, make sure you drop a fat like on this video, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers on the channel, and follow me on Instagram in the link in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video we post on this channel. Bye.